Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Do you know what time it is? It's what Flick Will Pauly Pick time. Let's dive into... Oh, don't do that. Let's dive into the pot and see what we're going to watch today.
What Flick Will Pauly Pick?
Okay, there is the pot. As you can see, we've still got a crap ton in there. So I'm going to dive in and let's pick something to watch. First things first though. Got to do the Pauly shake. Okie dokie, right. Are we going to get that pop-in ring? Oh, I've got a bit of a ring. Right in my ear hole as well. Okie dokie. So what are we going to watch today then? Okay, so I've got a piece of paper. That can mean good things. Then again, it might mean that I've already watched it and just forgot to take it out. Have I got a bit? No, I've got two bits. I've got two bits. Let's put one back. Okay. Right. Here it is, people. This is it. No going back. Oh, okay. Okay. Hang on, let me get you a bit closer. There you are. You can see my lovely face now. Do you want me to put you back? Watching a film called The Florida Project, which has come up a few times in the previous voting. So I've been to Florida several times, so I don't know. I shouldn't think it's anything to do with Disney. But anyway, it's got Florida in the title. And it's a project, so we'll see what project. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Right, okay, so let's go and yank it off the shelf. Or I say Mrs. and slot it in the player. Bloody innuendos coming out today. It's like a carry-on film in here. Oh, matron. Okay, so we're on the Fs. There it is. Yes, the Florida Project. What's that say? Every moment of this film is glorious. Okay, well, we know there's a shopping trolley in it. That's a rather... I don't think I've seen anybody walking around Tesco's like that. No. Looks nice though. Looks very colourful and glorious and all beautiful and heartbreaking. Right, okay. Let's go back to the cinema room. Yes, I've got the heater on. Open you up. Open, come on, there we go. Yeah. In you go. Florida Project. Nice.
Meanwhile.
Okay, so the Florida Project. This stars Willem Dafoe, Bria Vinate, I think her name is, and Brooklyn Prince. This is a story of a mother and a daughter who live in a motel in Kissimmee in Florida. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. They're not wealthy or anything, you know, they live from day to day. They're hard up, you know, as a lot of families there that are low income and making ends meet. So we get, it's set around like a complex, like a magic, what was it called? The Magic Castle Hotel, I think it was, or the Magic Castle Motel. And yeah, it's just about their day-to-day life. Mixing, the young girl mixes with some friends that are staying in another apartment. The film started out a little bit, the kids were a little bit annoying at the start. I thought if they're going to act like this all the way through the film, then it's going to be really annoying. But they get better through the film. You get to know them a little bit better. And the young girl played by Brooklyn Prince there, who plays the character of Mooney. She's really good. And apparently There was mostly no script for the young children in the film. They kind of let them ad-lib it for most of it. So it kind of, it's very natural and it works very well. It's kind of like set around the deprived area of outside of where Disney World, Florida is. So, you know, these very cheap $30 a night motels where anything goes. And the mum has to try and, you know, come up with the rent each week. Willem Dafoe is the manager of the complex. So, you know, if your air conditioner breaks down or you need to pay rent, he's the man to go to, and he breaks up various squabbles and things like that. Now, the whole backdrop of the film was, as I say, set in Florida, and the hotel area where they were, I've been to it quite a few times. It's all set around the West Erlo Bronson Memorial Highway in Kissimmee, Florida, and we stayed there. Not at that hotel, but we stayed on that road at other hotels 3 or 4 times back in the 90s and 2000s, because there's a lot that I recognise there, and specifically the Big Orange, the big the Big Orange World gift shop. We went in there a few times and we all drove past it all the time. But yeah, it's a very familiar backdrop. Whether or not we ever saw any of those type of motels, I can't really remember, because you know, we were staying in like the bigger ones, like the Hyatt that was on the road, and the Radisson and places like that, where the tourists stay. Yeah, in fact, there's actually a funny in-joke that there's this newlywed couple that actually go to the wrong hotel, so that the taxi driver takes them to the Magic Castle by mistake, whereas they should be at like the Magic Kingdom. So it's quite funny. But overall, I thought it was an interesting film. The end was a little bit sad. It did end a bit of abrupt though. I mean, Disney World, the park itself, did feature in the film briefly, but it kind of ended and that was it. It's very abrupt ending, which was left unresolved. Yeah. All in all, though, I thought it was a good film, an interesting film. The kids were fantastic. You know, most of the actors were great. The woman who plays the mum, is her name Bria Vivati or something? I don't know. I think that's her, the woman there. She plays like a skank, so to say. But she does love her daughter, and, you know, she would do anything for her daughter. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. But as I say, it did end a bit abrupt, and I would have liked maybe a different ending or a bit more extended ending. But anyway, that's the Florida project. How would I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10. Look at the big orange. Yes. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, so there we go. So that is another episode of What Flick Will Pauly Pick done. I can throw that piece of paper away now because we've done that. And on the next episode, I'll pick something else and we'll find out what I'm going to watch. But in the meantime, like the video by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye-bye.